I first met Daniel Carter on a rainy Tuesday in October. He was the kind of man who made an impression, just not the good kind. Tall, broad-shouldered, with a permanent scowl etched into his face, he moved through our office like a storm cloud, never speaking unless absolutely necessary. When he did, his words were sharp, clipped, and often dismissive. "Nice weather we're having," I joked once as we passed in the hallway, nodding toward the downpour outside. He barely glanced at me. "It's rain. It happens." Then he walked away. I rolled my eyes. What a jerk. Everyone in the office felt the same. Daniel was the senior project manager, and his reputation was as icy as his demeanor. Meetings with him were tense, his feedback was brutal, and God help you if your work wasn't flawless. Rumors swirled. Maybe he was divorced. Maybe he hated people. Maybe he was just born miserable. Whatever the reason, we all avoided him. Then, one night, everything changed. It was past 9 p.m., and I was the last one in the office, scrambling to finish a proposal due the next morning. The building was eerily quiet, the hum of the AC the only sound. That's when I heard it, a muffled, choking noise from Daniel's office. At first, I thought I imagined it, but then it came again. A sob. My stomach twisted. Curiosity warred with self-preservation. Did I really want to walk in on Daniel Carter having a breakdown? But the sound was so raw, so human, that I couldn't ignore it. I knocked lightly. "Daniel? You okay?" Silence. Then, a rough, "Go away." I should have listened. But something in his voice, something broken, made me push the door open. The sight stopped me cold. Daniel sat slumped at his desk, his face buried in his hands. Papers were strewn everywhere, but what caught my eye was the photograph clutched in his fingers. A little girl, no older than 6, with bright eyes and a gap-toothed smile. He looked up, his eyes red-rimmed and furious. "What do you want?" I should have backed out, but I didn't. "Who's that?" I asked softly, nodding to the photo. For a long moment, I thought he'd snap at me. Then, his shoulders sagged. "My daughter." I blinked. Daughter? No one even knew he had kids. Then, he said 2 words that shattered everything I thought I knew about him. "She's gone." The story spilled out in ragged pieces. 3 years ago, Daniel's wife and daughter had been in a car accident. His wife survived. His daughter didn't. "She was 7, he said, his voice hollow. One minute she was singing in the back seat. The next minute, he trailed off, jaw clenched. I felt sick. All this time we'd written him off as cold, unfeeling, when the truth was, he was drowning. "I don't know how to be around people anymore," he admitted, staring at the photo. "Everything feels pointless. Work is the only thing that keeps me from—" He didn't finish. He didn't have to. The irony was crushing. We'd all assumed he was rude because he thought he was better than us. But the truth, he wasn't rude. He was broken. The power shift happened slowly. I started small, bringing him coffee, leaving sticky notes with dumb jokes on his desk. At first, he ignored them. Then, one day, I caught him almost smiling. Others noticed the change too. The receptionist, Maria, began greeting him warmly every morning. Our boss, who'd once clashed with him constantly, started asking for his input on big projects. And Daniel? He began to thaw. Not all at once, not perfectly, but enough. One afternoon, he stopped by my desk. "You're not terrible at this job," he muttered. I grinned. "Coming from you? That's high praise." For the first time, I saw the ghost of a smile. The lesson hit me months later, when Daniel actually laughed at one of my jokes in a meeting. The entire room froze, stunned. It wasn't just that he'd changed. We had changed. We'd been so quick to judge, to label him as the office grump, that we never stopped to ask why. We'd assumed the worst because it was easier than digging deeper. But here's the truth. Everyone has a story. And sometimes the people who seem the hardest to love are the ones who need it the most. Daniel wasn't rude. He was grieving. And once we saw him, really saw him, we realized he wasn't so different from the rest of us, just a man who'd lost his way and found it again, one small kindness at a time.